Now, many times I have heard from Indian MSMEs that, okay, Industry 4 is nice to do. We have to do it one day, but we will wait and do it when it becomes as friendly as mobile phone. That is, it becomes a plug and play kind of a commodity. So something standard is there which we can buy for a known cost, and then it starts working from day one as user friendly as mobile phone utilities. So do you think this expectation is misplaced, or can it happen like that?
Yeah. So I have a counter question for these companies who say this, right? Is your shop floor standardized? If you give me a standardized shop floor, then I will give you a plug and play solution. But if your shop floor has a huge variety in the assets, their models, their stage of automation and all these different things, then of course the solution also has to adapt to all these things. And why the solution is not plug and play? Because it has to adapt to all these different variety. And I go to one shop floor or one company, I find some variety. Go to the second one, it is completely different, but still there is a variety. Third one, same story repeats. So unless there is standardization at that level, and I don't think it will ever come, or it need not come, because the solution is adaptable. The solution can adapt to all these different variety, and then it cannot be plug and play. But once we achieve that connectivity of these different variety of assets, then the further part is fairly standard. Further part is fairly standard. But of course, in that also our experience is that the companies want some things to be done in a certain way. And, so then those are more or less customizations because they need things in a certain way. I want a report in this fashion, or I want a dashboard to be blue instead of green, whatever, those kind of things. But the basic adaptability part comes because of the variation in the assets. So that's the thing.
To put what Madam says in other words, I would say that, well, if you want to wear a standard shirt, either your anatomy should be standard, which is difficult to achieve, or else you get the shirt tailored for you. So more often than not, Industry 4 is looked at something which needs to be customized today, because it is difficult to adapt one's anatomy to suit a shirt.
Correct. But you are right. But I will also add to this, we as solution provider, we and companies like us, we try to bring in as much standardization as possible, So we have a solution, or a connectivity solution we called as a pulse solution. Okay. Now, what this pulse solution does, any old machine, it can have automation, it may not have automation. We use the electrical signals from that machine to get basic data out of that machine. Now, this creates a lot of, so to say, standardization or ease of implementation, because I don't have to worry about what machine, what PLC, what protocol, how do I talk to it, port is there, not there, all these things then go away. I just have to get a few electrical signals and connect to them, and then do whatever I have to do further to provide the all the outputs. And most companies have maintenance people, or I would say all companies. I haven't come across any company where they say, oh, we don't know how to get this. Everybody knows, all maintenance people know this. So this kind of standardization we try to bring in, and that will or that makes life a bit easier. But still, it's not all plug and play. It's not like a phone where you
what is more important is to incorporate the industry's best practices into the solution. And customization can still be there. It's not a bad word. Customization can still be there, as long as it has the best practices which are proven all over the world. As long as we learn from them, as long as we take in spirit, I think it will serve the purpose both ways.
Right.